let's recap on Virginia. I know y'all are wanting to know. I tried to do this earlier this week. We've just been really busy. You know, obviously everybody knows. Got a phone call from my kids a year and a half ago. And long story short, they needed help. I was in the hospital for COVID, and kids were with me all summer. I got COVID really bad. Got sent to the hospital and in ICU. Their mother made them go home. They had problems over there. Some stuff happened. I got a call. Being in ICU, it's not like I could go over there and whoop anybody's ass or anything. So here we are a year and a half later, fixing to test the car. I got a misdemeanor charge filed on me. I was supposed to go into court that morning, sign some papers for a no contest misdemeanor plea, and we agreed with the DA. Everything was fine, and for whatever reason, the judge thought I needed a harsher sentence, so he agreed with the DA, gave me 1 year probation, but then sentenced me to 60 days in jail. And so that's when life changed in a matter of seconds. My team, the car, my chassis guy, everybody's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, rented the truck for 2 days. Steve Petty's flying in. We're gonna test the car, get ready for No Prep Kings. Well, guess what? I had about 30 seconds to text a few people, let them know I was going to jail. I got handcuffed right there. Sheriff was nice enough to let me finish some text messages and text my mom and my guys and say, hey, I'm going to jail. And then pretty much I was cut off from social media from, you know, within 30 seconds after my sentence until, you see, I found out 60 days. I was getting good time, so it's two and a half days for one. So I was going to serve 24 days. And I didn't see how that was going to happen. There's no way I could sit in jail for 24 days. Never been inside Oklahoma County Jail. If anybody knows anything about Oklahoma County Jail, it is ranked the 3rd worst jail or prison in the United States. It's not somewhere that humans should be. It's bad. We will do a whole segment. It'll take hours to tell you what I learned and what I saw in there. Fortunately for us, a lot of people like street outlaws, and they got them through prison, got them through things, and they're repeaters or whatever. So I had no problems in there. Some of the guards knew me, commissary knew me, but being locked in a cage for 25 days, and I got 7 showers, 1 change of clothes, and I was out of my cell for a total of 8 hours in 25 days. So promise you it's not somewhere you don't want to go. And so anyway, unfortunately, I'm not the guy to dial 911. I don't call the police. I don't tell the teacher. I stick up for my friends. I stick up for my family. And that's the way I've been raised and taught. Probably not the right way, but I handle what's put in front of me. So, you know, obviously I got to do a better job as a race car driver. You don't have time to think. You have to react. And that's what I live life by. I've raced something my whole life. And unfortunately, I got to realize when I'm not in a race car, I need to... 10, look, counting to 10 ain't gonna work. I need to count to 500 and then, you know, react. So unfortunately, you know, I made a mistake. I got sentenced to, you know, serve 25 days in jail. So guess what? I missed Florida. I'm a race behind, but I'm getting out in enough time to load my stuff up, lay down for 2 hours, take a shower, and get in my toter home and drive to Virginia. And and the fans that came up, you know, we did this. So I got out of jail. I was happy to be out. And we got to Virginia on Friday morning, about 10:30. So I had enough time to just lay down, didn't go to sleep. Unloaded the car, my crew got the car ready. And unfortunately, without making Florida, I'm in race your way in. Never had to race my way in. I've always been in. Even with the street car. Even the death trap was fast enough to race my way in. I didn't do very good last year. So the Second Amendment, she's bad fast. She's completely redone. You're going to see it in a video. So now we got to race our way in, but I have to race cars that have been tested and raced in Florida, and I got to let go of the button and hope everything works. I mean, look, you know, it's a big gamble. I ain't been in a car since Bradenton. I can do my job, but is the car going to go straight? Is it, you know, is it going to run right? Do we got the right tune-up in it? That's why you test. And we're going to test for 2 days and try to chase that championship this year. But hey, I like it. obviously I got an uphill battle from here. So we're gonna see what we can do, and starting out one race behind, we're gonna see if we can get back into the field and make some ground this weekend. So I appreciate all that, like I heard about posts and people this and this and this, and I heard all kinds of rumors, but I just want to set everybody straight. I was protecting my kids. I should have just called the police or filed charges or whatever. But served my time, and it's over, it's done. I forgave them. What they do the rest of their life, I don't care. My kids are gonna, obviously you guys are gonna see them this summer at the races with me. They're happy to be there. They love the fans. They love racing, and I'm not that bad of a guy, and so kids kind of want to hang out with me. So life is going to be good from here on out, and I'm just going to do a better job of being able to protect my kids and staying out of jail. Jail is not for anybody. It's not even for my worst enemy. I wouldn't want to see anybody go in there and go what I went through. It was rough. Cried a lot. I thought I was a tough son of a bitch. I'll just be really honest with you. Not very fucking tough. So, and maybe that's just not made for me, but I cried more, the first week in jail than I probably cried my whole life, And I'll tell you another thing. These right here will ruin you. Because you call your buddy, I got to call Ryan, I just punched a number in. Well, guess what? I want to tell you something that'll humble you. They take everything away from you, okay? Well, I got a phone. I can make a couple free phone calls. Well, guess what? I don't even know my kids' phone numbers. You want to know how bad that hurts when I was protecting my kids? My kids are upset. They can't believe that I'm in jail. I can't even call them. Don't know phone numbers. I finally remembered my dad's phone number. And then he called Murda Nova, called Ryan, called my brother. It took me about 4 or 5 days to even get a pencil so I could start writing down phone numbers. Because when you get there, you're locked in a cell for 2 or 3 days. I got one shower the first week, got out of my cell one time. They finally transferred me with my permanent cellmate. And that dude pretty much taught me the ropes. Been in a couple times, but good dude. We both fed off each other. He taught me how to get through it. He had a pencil. I started writing down phone numbers. I used his phone. I had my friends and stuff put money on his books so I could make phone numbers. So look, we'll talk about that later. Right now, I want to do a recap on Virginia, and we're going to show you what we went through on Friday night to try to race our way in, and we'll see who we draw, and let's get it done. So let's check this out. I hope you like it. And again, I appreciate you guys. A ton of you reach out when I turned my phone on when I got out of jail. I'll tell you, man, it was pretty humbling that my family is closer, my friends are closer. I can't even explain all the people that put money on my books. I mean, I probably had more money on my commissary than the entire Oklahoma City jail. So you guys are rock. It just, I realize I know who my friends are. I try to do everything for everybody, and I've never needed help. And obviously, I needed help. You're cut off from the world for 25 days. Man, I really can't explain it. It's we'll talk about it later, but we made it to Virginia Friday morning, no sleep, and we just dove right in. So check this out. I hope you like it. Thank you guys. Thanks to all the fans that had kind words for me. And I'm still trying to get, it's been a week. I try to message everybody, but I promise you, I'm overwhelmed with, 800 text messages when I turn my phone on, 275 voicemails. Facebook was, I'm still trying. So the people that message me, I'm not ignoring you. I had a lot of stuff to get out. The first thing I want to do is see my kids, spend time with them. We went racing. I wanted to be there for the fans, and I apologize for missing the first race. So I'm going to try to give you the best chuck I can give you this year, and all we can do is start here and move up, and we'll fix all them haters this year. They think I'm a giant Ryan nut swinger, so my mission this year is to let you know I'm always going to be a Ryan nut swinger, but I'm going to try to get up there and see if I can do some work this year and put this car at the top. So we got a long season. I'm starting off behind, but I'm excited. So check this out. We'll show you what happened this weekend, and we'll go from there. So peace out.
I hope he does all right. People going crazy.
Hey Duffy, what's going on?
Hey, not a lot. What are you doing here? Imagine meeting you here.
I know.
Did you have a horrible flight? Oh, you drove and you beat us here. You left an hour later and beat us by a day.
You gonna make this thing run?
That's a team effort. So I'll take credit if it does good, but if it does bad, it's a team effort. That's kind of selfish.
Right under the bus.
No, you want to know really. So here's the deal. We did a whole lot of remodel on this car. It had a lot of really screwy issues, and it probably still has some, but we don't know because we didn't get to test it. We should have been testing at the end of November, and of course that just never happened. So here we are at this beautiful racing facility where we have to race for competition, and the car hasn't been started, it hasn't been tested. The oil hadn't even been changed till just now. But you know what? I'm not bothered by that. we'll do our best, and I think that'll be good enough, you know.
We'll let Chuck do his job and let him drive this thing, right?
Chuck is the most exceptional driver I've ever had the opportunity to work around. Hopefully we don't let the driver down, you know. We're trying new tires, among other things. Should be better, but you really don't know. Like I say, we'd all be a lot more comfortable if we would have got to test this car sometime in November, you know, until now. Sometimes the extenuating circumstances don't allow that. We won't go into detail on that.
Yeah. A nice day to race, so.
Yeah. Right now, he said he needs to take some weight out, but we don't really know what the car weighs at these scales. So I'm kind of contemplating, I mean, I really need to go take it to the scales first, because it's different at every track. I don't know if that's permissible with the time frame we have, but we have the weight issue, and we still have this possible bad slip yoke issue that we haven't been able to really address, because I really don't have the proper tools to change the slip yoke on an aluminum style drive shaft. Not without fear of damaging it, and he doesn't have a spare, so we don't want to damage it. But you know, besides all these obvious problems, we'll still win this motherfucker, man. How you been?
Check out, make sure everything's good.
Boost, so all that's just deleted.
We can just go back to the.
What you did just now, we need to see that data log for our boost, our spool boost.
Last thing
So
you
last
did.
one, it'll be the last one, not the first one.
Yeah.
See, I would assume it's the first.
It should always be the last.
Okay.
And then you need to look how this thing logs. Like you want it to log like 3%. Yeah, I just saw that it's at 27%. So you're using a lot of your logging space for some reason. Like either logging
The resolution is too.
right.
Trying to
Something.
do too much.
Yeah, there's something. So
So it's going to be real slow and not
it's gonna
really.
take forever to fucking download.
We don't want that.
Right.
I was trying to see how fast I could get it to go, but we didn't know the race gates are cracked.
Yeah. It still has a lot of power. Like I say, I got a lot more confidence. When you were driving it before, I don't know what's going to happen now, but the way you're driving before, it's going to be a different car now. We may need to do some adjusting, but it ain't going to be like it was before.
Oh, look, we got a free pass. before you race. Unfortunately, I didn't get that opportunity, so I'm testing while I'm racing. It looks like, you know, the car was on a mission. I couldn't see the light. Like, I tried to figure out how I could see the light. I didn't know where I was at. It left good, and then started shaking the tires, turned sideways, squirted me in the face with transmission fluid, and you know, so I think we broke the tranny again. The last pass we made in this car, it broke the tranny. The same tranny, we had it fixed. It did the exact same thing. We'll figure out what's going on. But I'm gonna be here all weekend. I ain't leaving here until this is one of the fastest cars here. Even if I have to race people out of the fucking parking lot, I'm gonna test this thing all weekend. Because when I show up in Maple Grove, I'm gonna make sure I'm testing.
Okay, so open it up and see if it's in. I bet it is. See, we just took a bunch of weight out. So I have to lower the spring spanners to get the car the right height, back to the original ride height.
Right.
This bolt right here, the bottom 4-link bolt, that's what I'm gonna measure. That's what I need to duplicate. And I remember what it was at the shop, so. Well, let's put this one. I don't remember exactly what, but I know where I like to see it.
Right.
Because these are my rear end brackets that I like.
So y'all saw I drew Monza, drew my own teammate. The day I was supposed to be testing, Monza was obviously testing up there with everybody. I didn't get to test, and it showed. That's why we test, to make our cars go straight, make them fast. Monza had a little bit of, him and Brandon did a lot of work over the winter. Brandon's coming around, he's learning more. In fact, he even helped me this weekend with the boost controller. I haven't used a Fuel Tech boost controller except for on this car. So I don't know a lot about it, and so he helped me with a couple things on there. Ryan was busy. So anyway, Monza had the better tune-up. My car kind of wheelied and drifted to the wall. I had to pedal it or I was going to scrape the wall. He was going to, even if it didn't wheelie, Monza was still edging me out. You know, he probably went a 390 on that pass. I probably went like a 4.0, so he had the better tune-up anyway. He moves on to No Prep Kings tomorrow, the Invitational. I'm going to enter Outlaw Big Tire, so we'll post all those passes up. I'm gonna enter Outlaw Big Tire, see how far I can go. I'm gonna do some more testing. So I'm not gonna leave Virginia until this car is one of the baddest cars on the property. And we didn't get to test, but we're gonna test here while we're racing. So anyway, thank you all for checking it out. Like I said, we're gonna do one more grudge pass tonight, and then hats off to Monza. And I'll tell you what, next time I race you, Monza, I'm gonna pull your hair and kick your ass. So don't get used to all them wins. You and Brandon are great, but caught me at a low point. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll bring you out. We'll do Outlaw Big Tire tomorrow. I'll get the video posted, and you see how fast the car is tomorrow. So peace out. Thanks for watching, man.